I'm in shock. Look, what? Oh my good loving. I'm in shock. They young as hell. They got trash bags in their pockets. They really taking the whole store security.
Why the worker looking at them?
Only in the fucking Nike store in Watts will the kids come in and rob, and they don't do absolutely nothing. They are filling up their whole bag. Do you hear me? She asked me if I want to save my card on file. Thank you. No.
One of the reasons why the Bag Chasers and I, we had this Invest in Your Business series where basically I was teaching them the importance of, or what it would take in order to be able to open up a brick and mortar store, right? And I've pivoted from that, even to the point to where part of the thing that I'm looking to learn in Japan when I go next week is automats, right? And basically creating a space, or if I decide to ever open up a brick and mortar location, how to completely remove the possibility from needing people or allowing ourselves to even have to deal with anything as far as front-facing products that would allow the customer to be able to touch those products. One of the things that I've incurred in a lot of the different businesses that I've opened, especially restaurants, is the problem with restaurants are people, right? It's the people that you hire, it's the ones that manage it. When you're not there, somehow the sales go down, they get lazy, but more importantly, it's the stealing. The stealing is the biggest thing. They steal out of the register. Even when you automate stuff and you start to use, you remove the cash and you make things cashless, people give away free food. They get their Cash App hit. They had their friends and family coming in. I've had suppliers come in and bring in whole, literally $4,000 or $5,000 worth of food, and then half of it disappear out the back door in the same boxes that they came in. And so when I see something like this happen with the new California bill that's basically preventing employers from mandating workers to confront shoplifters, not only did they remove the power of our legislators, or I'm sorry, our enforcement agencies, such as the police and prosecutors, from being able to prosecute these people, not only did they tie their hands, they've also tied the hands of the actual businesses themselves that help the economy thrive. Small business, new businesses are the ones that help the economy thrive, and they're the ones that help things grow. And so basically, when you tie the hands, because this is effectively the same thing as walking in my house, and it's worse than walking in my house and taking my stuff and then saying that I can't do nothing about it. And when you tie my hands and I can't even protect my own property, what you basically do is you allow people to basically commit legal robbery. They're robbing you blind, and then they're saying that their life is more important than your life, or what it is that you've worked your entire life for is more important than whatever it is that they're going to sell it for on the black market, on the street, eBay, or just rock it and just trash it because they don't have any kind of respect for your stuff at all, right? And so it's a couple of different things that I'm gonna hit on really quickly just to drive my point home. Everybody that you see this perpetuating these crimes largely at a mass scale, and I'm not even talking about the people that just, the crackheads and stuff, the meth fiends and the fentanyl addicts that's walking into Walgreens and taking whatever it is that they need or whatever, so on and so forth, and not paying for anything. When you see stuff like this happen on a mass scale, when you see the Gucci store, the Louis Vuitton store getting robbed, when you see the Nike store getting absolutely slammed and people don't care nothing about it, they're young black people. It's young black people that are going in on every last one of these videos, and they're taking everything. They're walking in like this video with garbage bags. They're walking in a Louis Vuitton store. They're robbing everything blind, and nothing is happening to them. And even if they get caught, they're gonna get slapped with a misdemeanor, and they'll be right back on the street perpetuating the same crime because it doesn't even matter. That's A. B, you're then going to destroy. It's the same thing as burning down the stores that's in your neighborhood like during the 67 riots. You're basically robbing yourself of opportunity. You're robbing your schools. You're robbing your tax base. You're robbing yourself of infrastructure updates. You're destroying your own spaces for nothing because you don't want to get a job and become a respectable adult. We've become so trash with identity politics and so liberal in our ways and so passive that we've basically created a new version of Sodom and Gomorrah in which nobody can be accountable for their actions. Everybody can do what it is that they want. And let me tell you the importance of harsh punishments and the possibility of suffering, and why even like have an interest in doing the Felice Johnson interviews, right? Is because people want to feel comfortable in the space that they are in, but I think that we need to create a reality in which you need to be uncomfortable, because I want people to understand what happens when you do stuff that's not conducive for your lifestyle. And so him being able to tell a story of certain things that happen in these environments also is hopefully a deterrent to force you to get on a better path. But it then is all for nothing because these kids and these people understand, they read the laws and they are aware of the news and they're on YouTube and stuff just like you are. And so they know that if the governor in California and the legislators are then, in order to be able to sell you out so that they can continue to keep their jobs, and then they getting all of their back money, all of that other type of stuff, they know that there's nothing that's gonna happen to them. So what's the point of even putting together those interviews that emphasize what the consequences of your actions are? And so we've basically created an environment that's unsustainable. California in particular, if you are any kind of a respectable person, if you are a business owner, if you're looking to do anything successful, just stay out of California. Stay out of California. It's not for you. The unfortunate part is that a lot of these people then eventually, once they've robbed California of everything, they go over into another environment or another city, and they take their behavior with them, they take their voting patterns with them, and then they create another Sodom and Gomorrah going along with it. So we're seeing the de-evolution of humans. No discipline, no love, no growth, no opportunities for these people. They're just demons. The culture is trash. The music perpetuates it. These videos then reinforce it, and it confirms what we all believed, is that there is no hope. There is no love. There is no opportunity. It's save yourself in every way, whether it be relationships or whether it be from opening up businesses that you think is gonna be fruitful for the community. They're gonna steal you blind and they're gonna rob you blind. I'm curious as to what your thoughts are. Make sure you tap into the Patreon, where I just did a live stream and I reposted the live stream for you guys that didn't catch it. Inside of the Patreon, for those of you that's interested in building your own properties, I'm going through the process of doing my first rental property build, and I'm over $100,000 in cash, and I want you guys to be able to hear that and see that for yourself. Tap into the Patreon, teach Hanley 30% off your first order plus a free gift.